Hey everyone, welcome back. So in the last some videos, we have been trying to generate a dynamic list populated by dynamic data. In order to do so, we achieved some specific targets. The first target was to generate a dynamic list. We achieved that with the help of IAM items and ng-for Angular construct. The second target was to fetch data over an API, and we achieved this with the help of HTTP client module and its get method, and some more constructs such as observable and subscribe, etc. The third target was to deserialize this JSON data into JavaScript objects, and we did this successfully as well. Now in this video we are going to see how to display this data onto our screen. So let's get started. If you remember from our last video, we did this small exercise of printing down the details of product data onto our console. Here we used this for construct from JavaScript. Now we have to do the same, we have to repeat the same thing inside our HTML file. Let's open our HTML page, and here it is. So let's do one thing. Let product of this.products.data, we are using this here inside this class. If we want to use products.data, we will not be referring it with the help of this. We'll be using it directly. So let me use this products.data directly inside the HTML page, and I did this. And now we have to actually use three fields of this data array, and that are image, the name of the product, and the price of the product. And if we go to our data array, the fields are price, image, and name, price, and image. So let's rename these fields. Just remove this URL, remove this from here, and remove and name it price. I think that's it, and I am hopeful that if we save it, we will get the desired output. Let me just minimize it, and let me minimize our screen as well, because this is actually the end point of our whole exercise. I have not yet saved it. Let me save it, and oops, something has went wrong, and let's maximize it and see what is the problem. Let's go back to console sometimes, and there is some red lines, and I hate red text on console because that means there is some error, and CTX products is undefined. Okay guys, so actually I wanted you to see this error, and let me tell you what actually happened. Here we need to learn about something else, that at present we are learning Ionic, and Ionic is used in conjunction with the help of a framework behind it, and that is Angular. So here we should learn about the component lifecycle. As you can see, it's written home page, but it is not just a page, it has got a component decorator. It means home page is a component. So what happens actually when the page is rendered, when we save it, let me make a change here, and as I made a change here and I save it, what happens? The Ionic CLI renders the home page.html page first, and when this rendering is going on, the execution comes to the products variable, and the Ionic CLI doesn't know about products variable. At present it is undefined, because only after HTML is rendered, then this home page class is instantiated, and after it is instantiated, then products comes into picture. So what actually is happening, products is being used first before getting declared, and then what happens, then then the constructor is executed, then ng on init is executed, but till then we get this error here. So what is the solution? Let me what we will do is, actually we will stop the rendering of this HTML page until and unless products is not equals to null. So what we will do, we will wrap the IN list element inside an ng container. And what, let me first do that stuff and then I will explain what is the scenario. So this is ng container, and let me put here an ng if. Let me save it, and then we will see if there is any change in our output. Okay. Let me do Ctrl Shift N and let me save the code. And as I saved the code, you can see now the data is being displayed nicely onto our list, and in this way we have completed our assignment. Now this dynamic list is generated and it is showing, it is displaying the data that is being fetched over an API. To understand this error and what we did to overcome it, let's go to these notes. See what happens when a component is loaded after we save the file. See, file is saved, at home page home.html is rendered. The HTML file has no idea about products variable, and so the error is generated as we are using an undefined variable. The home page component class, after this HTML is rendered, the home page component class is instantiated by its constructor. After the constructor is executed, ng on init is executed, and products variable now gets initialized with API data, and HTML is rendered again. So to stop this process, actually this is the process that is causing the whole problem. So what we are doing, the solution to the problem is stop HTML rendering before data change, before ng on init is executed. So use ng if products. What does this do? Let's go inside the code and we come back here. What this does is it checks for the value of products before executing this code. You can think of this as an if-else statement. If products is equals to null, do not execute this code. If products is not equal to null, then execute this code. So actually HTML page is rendered twice. When we save the code, it is rendered here, and when the data gets changed, it renders again. So what we are doing, we are stopping its rendering before the change of data. And this is one error that actually gave me nightmares. So let me tell you how I find the solution. So let me just remove the solution. If I go back to my screen and maximize the console, see, here is the error, and when the error came, what I did, I copied this error and went to Google. I searched for it and I got a solution from this page on Stack Overflow. It recommended the asker of this question experienced the same problem as we did, and so there was a solution. Here is the solution. Now when I got the solution, I tried this solution onto my code, and the problem was resolved. But to make sure this is the right solution, what I did, because was a new element coming into picture, ng container. So what I did, I just went to Google again and searched for ng container Angular. Why Angular? Because you should always type in the name of the language or framework where it actually belongs. So here again, so here I got the solution actually. So guys, my advice to you, whenever you are stuck on some error, there will always be some console logs. Please refer to those console logs wisely. Use those console logs to search for the solution on internet, and when you get a solution, research more on that solution, because that solution may work for you for limited period of time, but it may give you long lasting problems as well. So until and unless you verify that it is the correct solution, do not use it inside your code. So for me, this solution works and our application is successfully running. So as we have achieved our functionality of generating a dynamic list populated with dynamic data over the API, and in the next video what we are going to learn is the user will be able to click on any item and will be directed to another page where the description of that item will be displayed. So thanks for watching this series, thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to the video and let's meet in the next video. Thanks.